And hi friends, now I am going to put one more a small video of the process safety exam. Yes, so I want to know the first question is the isolation of energy sources or equipment as part of the permit to work is known as. So the isolation of energy sources. So we want to isolate the this particular energy sources or equipment as part of permit to work is known as. So this is the correct answer is the lockout tagout is the correct answer of this particular question. So already the answer is selected here because I was trying to fill it. Then a permit to work usually required in preparation for an activity with. So permit to work required for which type of activity the permit is required. It's not like this for any risk or no risk or any low risk. The high risk activity, the permit is mandatory. So the correct answer is the high risk is the correct answer. Now we see the BOTA is a risk management tool that identify. So BOTA is a risk management tool. So already we discussed the BOTA risk management. We can discuss it in the classroom. We discuss so that identify barriers to change and prevention barriers only, mitigation barrier. So right answer is the prevention and the mitigation barrier. So if during the classroom it was discussed what is the BOTA analysis, then prevention and the mitigation barrier is the right answer for this. Now we see this question, the content of an emergency plan includes. So as a process safety industry, the emergency plan is must. It should be ready in advance all the time. And companies should have the always preparedness for that. So what will be the part of the emergency plan? The system for warning and alerting workers, delegation of responsibilities, expertise of teams, evacuation, shelter arrangement, emergency shutdown, considerable vulnerable people like disabled people, older people, young people, pregnant ladies, and system for accounting for site worker like roll call procedures and this arrangement are required. So all the answer are correct. Now development of an emergency plan include. So development of an emergency plan like identification of possible scenario. We have to develop the discuss the particular scenario in the like a tabletop exercise where to do or where the full scale exercise we need to discuss. Yes, selection of on-site, off-site workers, resources required based on the likelihood, consequences of events occurring, external emergency response and their availability also to be considered, and on-site medical facilities, external medical facilities also will be considered. Requirement for both on-site and off-site emergency plan also will be considered. So we have to see the nature of our industry, this part is required or not. Now mitigation of dust explosion to occur. So dust explosion already we have discussed in the previous videos also. So dust explosion, we can go for the explosion relief venting. If I draw the dust pentagon, in the dust pentagon we will be going to have this fuel, oxygen, heat, dispersion, confinement, and minimum ignition energy will be there. Then here is this part, and the humidity, low humidity, and the my grain size also will be low. Yes. So mitigation of the dust explosion to consider like explosion relief venting. If I remove this part, so I can avoid the my dust explosion and explosion suppression and containment means whatever my minimum ignition energy, I make it reduce plant siting and construction and everything I will be going to make a in a very robust manner. Then plant siting and part will be there. So this is the way the mitigation. All the 3 points will be the right answer of this. Now prevention of dust explosion to include. So prevention of dust explosion. So we can do an assessment of the risk, likelihood of explosion occurring, dust replaced with the granular or paste type products, prevention of explosive atmosphere by inerting, and dust extraction system and necessity for good housekeeping practices, and avoidance of ignition source also, including the selection of appropriate rated electrical. and non-electrical equipment also will be considered. So now we see the one more question related to the explosion protection system including. So what will be the part of my explosion system includes the atmospheric control, the pressure relief explosion venting, the automatic explosion suppression system, the automatic isolation also required, and the flame arrestor also will be required as a active and the passive isolation system. So if we implement like this, then explosion protection system will include all the points and all are the correct answer. So friends, I have discussed these points. Kindly utilize this question for the learning of the process safety management. Thank you for watching. Kindly like, subscribe, share, comment for this video.